A very good day to you, and welcome back to the show. I am Jamie, and this is, of course, the Chat Trap on Relax Radio. I want to say a very, very warm welcome to every single one of you that have been a part of the show so far and that are just joining. If you're new here to Relax Radio, well, we are a community based interactive radio platform, and the reason we're here is to share our thoughts and opinions with you, and is to keep you informed and inspired at the same time. Now I know, it's a Monday and can be really hard to get back into the groove because you've had 2 days of holiday, and it can be hard to, get used to the normal schedule of life. So I think one of the most important things that you need to learn is to how to be mentally strong. Okay, I feel like the society that we're living in today, everybody talks about going to gym, everybody talks about eating healthy, but people don't really touch on the subject, or people don't really talk about how important it is to be mentally strong. Okay, so if you want to take your brain to the gym, basically, or if you want to make sure that you are filled with courage and strength, mental strength, well, I'm going to be talking to you about a few things that you can do to improve your mental stability, to improve your mental health, and improve the strength of your mind, your strong mindedness. So that's definitely something that I want to talk to you about. But I want to remind you, if you're listening to us on our social media platforms, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. Okay, I would absolutely love if you could do that for me, and make sure that you do leave a comment down below if you like what we're talking about. And if you don't like what we're talking about, that's okay as well. Go ahead and let us know what your personal opinion is. And if you don't agree with us, that's okay as well. Go ahead and let us know by leaving a comment down below. And since this is happening live, I can have a live conversation with you, which is always pretty cool. So with that being said, let's head on over to the conversation with regards to how you can be mentally strong. Okay, first of all, I truly believe that fear is what basically steals human beings' dreams. Okay, and I think the only way to combat that is by being a mentally strong-minded person, and by demonstrating fortitude. These are two behaviors that you absolutely must develop over a period of time in order to achieve your goals. If you're a very goal oriented person, but you don't have mental strength, and if you don't have fortitude, well, it's going to be really hard for you to achieve your goals. Just saying it as it is. That's the truth. Okay, so basically, a lot of people question, okay, to be honest, a question that I had also was, what exactly is mentally strong? I do quizzes often. Does that mean, and I do like word puzzles and things like that, does that mean I'm mentally strong? So first of all, before we talk about what you can do to be mentally strong, let's talk about what exactly is mentally strong. Okay, or what exactly is mental strength? Okay, and I think, again, this is my opinion, and you can have a very different definition, but I definitely think being mentally strong is somebody who is in tune with their body and emotions and thoughts, and they're able to have a positive outlook on most things in life. That essentially, I know it's a very wide definition, but in my eyes, or in my perspective, being mentally strong is being able to be on top of your own emotions, being on top of your own thoughts. If you can do that, then I think you are mentally strong. Now, I think when you have power over your emotions, when you have power over your body, when you have power over your thoughts, you are so strong mentally that you can unlock the door of courage to bounce back stronger if something goes wrong. I definitely have looked at people and be like, oh my goodness, that person went through so much trouble. That person went through hell and back, but they are strong as ever, and they're able to bounce back and brush it off and say, that's okay, it already happened, let me move on. For the longest time, oh my goodness, that was not something I was able to do. And with time, I've come to realize that the reason for that is because I wasn't as mentally strong as some people who are able to bounce back after situations. Okay, so it's all, and I know with COVID, a lot of people are going through absolute hell right now. And if you want to get back up stronger than ever, I think it's absolutely important that you develop the behavior trait, or you develop the or improve your mental strength or a strong mindset. Okay, because listen, it doesn't matter how much money you have, it doesn't matter how fancy of a car that you are drive. At some point in our life, the undeniable truth, the inevitable fact is that every single one of us, we're going to face some sort of pain in life. And pain is also an emotion. It's a human emotion that I wish didn't exist, but it does exist. Okay. And we need to learn how to deal with that. And to deal with that, you need to be mentally strong. Okay. So let's talk about how exactly can you make yourself mentally stronger. Okay. And how you can be strong minded enough to navigate through complex and tough situations. And the first thing is to master your emotions. Okay, I want to talk to you, kind of giving you like a scientific insight to this. But right now, we're going to head on off into a little break. I'm going to come back though, and I'm going to talk to you about what you actually can do to improve your mental strength. So make sure that you keep it tuned right here on Relax Radio. With that being said, a very good afternoon to you. A very good day to you, and welcome back to the show. Good morning, good morning, good morning. If you're living in the UK, if you're living, I do have a lot of people listening in from around the world. So a very good day to you. Hope you are enjoying yourself. Hope you are having yourself an amazing day so far. With that being said, I want to say a big hello going out to everybody as well. Thank you so much for being a part of the show so far. I am Jamie, and this is, of course, the Chat Trap on Relax Radio, where we talk to you about so many different things. We trap you with the best of conversation. So make sure that you keep it tuned right here on Relax Radio. Now, with that being said, I want to remind you really quick before we get on back into the conversation, I want to remind you to be a part of the show, okay? And how you can do that is by calling me on 07852 473 473, or by leaving a comment down below. If you agree with what I'm saying, if you disagree with what I'm saying, it absolutely doesn't matter. I want to hear your thoughts and opinions. So go ahead and share it with me right now, right here. And how you can do that is by getting in touch with me by leaving a comment down below. Or there's another way that you can do that. You can do that by heading on over to our social media platforms. That is Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, Periscope, Twitch, whatever social media platform that you are comfortable with. All you gotta do is go and search Relax Radio. And if you want to have a conversation with us, if you want to share your thoughts and opinions with us, you could most definitely do that by hitting us up, an inbox message, I think you call it, or a direct message, whatever it is. You can head on over to our pages and drop us a message privately, or a comment on our videos or something, and we will get back to you in no time. So go ahead and do just that. If you ever feel like you need to talk to somebody, if you ever feel like you just need some good conversation, you could most definitely get in touch with us. Okay, with that being said, we've been talking about how you can be mentally strong. And I think earlier on, if you missed the segment previously, I did two segments earlier on, and we were talking about how life skills that are very important to have. And actually, I was just thinking, and I think these two segments are very interrelated with each other, because even practicing mental strength is also a habit or a skill up to a certain extent that you need to learn. Okay, and I've told you what you can do to learn to be mentally strong, what you can do to learn to be full of fortitude, or have a strong mindset. And I think the first thing is to master your emotions. Okay, I think, okay, again, I don't know if you agree with me, but I definitely believe that your dominant thought very often dictates the end result. Okay, and the meaning of that is that if you think that you're going to fail, and if subconsciously your dominant thought is that, oh no, you're going to fail, don't even bother, this is not going to end up okay. If your dominant thought is that you are going to fail, you have already convinced yourself that you are going to fail, right? And I think that's why it's important to master your emotions. If you want to be mentally strong, you need to avoid this mindset, and you need to replace that thought with, I will do this. Okay, it's called the power of positive thinking, and it definitely will give you the best chance to succeed in your life. So I don't know. I think I learned this the hard way, but emotions most definitely play a huge role in how you act, or how you react to negative situations. Your emotions basically play a huge role in you succeeding as well. Okay, that's why it's so important for you to internally understand and acknowledge your feelings. Don't ever just shrug it under the carpet. If you're feeling sad, feel that emotion. Okay, and learn how to control it. There's a difference between completely ignoring an emotion, and acknowledging it and moving past. So the latter is what you need to aim to do, and I think that's why it's so important. Emotional awareness is so important. It helps you to avoid making irrational choices that are driven by emotion. Set new goals. That's another thing you can do to master being mentally strong. New goals allow you to have a better purpose in life. It helps you, it calls for new accomplishments. And people have different ways of coping with negative emotions, such as, anger or pain or sadness or anxiety. But these common coping methods will only make them feel better for a short period of time. Okay, so start evaluating your skills. Start figuring out what you love to do, and then develop like a long-term strategy that helps you to avoid, or helps to regulate these feelings without damaging your health or whatnot. Make a list. Okay, making and reviewing a list. I am the biggest fan of lists, be it to-do lists, be it just activity lists. And I think why it's so important is because it kind of has, what's the word, it holds you accountable. Okay, try more action and less theory. Okay, and I think when you do have a list, you hold yourself accountable to get certain things done within a period of time. And that's why it's so important to kind of have a list to review it. Focus on making yourself happy first. Okay, it's so important that you make other people happy as well, but if you aren't happy, how exactly are you going to exuberate happiness? So focus on making yourself happy first, because I think that's definitely, you feel mentally stronger if you are happy. So it's time to take back the power of your happiness. Avoid making compromises to please other people at the expense of you following your dream. It's not worth it. Okay, it's definitely not worth it. So go ahead, focus on making yourself happy first. No risk. If you Another thing that you need to remember is no risk equals no reward. You can only develop yourself if you have the courage to take a risk. Okay, so go ahead, take a risk, challenge yourself. And those are ways in which you can be mentally stronger. All right, with that being said, I've been talking for quite some time. With that being said, we're going to head on off into a little break. When I come back, though, we do have so many more interesting things to talk about with regards to the entertainment world and real world as well. So make sure that you keep it tuned right here on Relax Radio.